Welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving into Zhu Feng's philosophical essay, Unused Medicines Are the Best Medicines. And honestly, this is a total paradigm shift. It takes something incredibly mundane, something literally all of us do without a second thought, and turns it into this profound life lesson about health, independence, and how we interact with the people we care about most. Let me ask you a question right up front. When you finally clean out your bathroom and toss those expired pills, are you wasting resources or are you actually celebrating a massive win? Think about it. We usually feel this distinct pang of guilt when we throw away unused stuff, right? Like, look at all that money I just threw away. But today, we're going to look at the source material and flip that assumption completely on its head. Let's kick things off with Section 1, the medicine cabinet paradox. The author points out that we all stockpile these basic emergency medicines. We've got stuff for colds and fevers, injuries and bruises, pain relief, calming aids, digestive issues, liver relief, you name it. You know exactly the drawer I'm talking about, right? The one overflowing with half-empty boxes and crinkled tubes. We buy these proactively because we want to be prepared for a rainy day. Yet, as the text notes, they mostly just sit there gathering dust until they cross that expiration date. Staring at this pile of unused, expired pills during a routine cleanout, the author poses a really brilliant question. Where does true value actually lie? Which of these expired medicines was truly the most valuable? Was it that super expensive imported painkiller, or maybe the rare ointment? It's kind of a strange thing to ponder when you're standing over a trash can, but it is the ultimate gateway to the essay's core philosophy. Moving on to Section 2, Why Unused is Best. The source reminds us of a simple truth. If a medicine is used, well, it means your body faced an issue. You were sick, you were in pain, or you were injured. But if that medicine expired, completely untouched, that signifies your body stayed healthy. It remained completely free from any acute illness. So that quote-unquote waste of expired medicine actually represents a state of perfect, uninterrupted health. To really illustrate this, the source uses a fantastic example. It says, a hunter venturing into the wild might carry something like Yunnan Baiyao in case of an animal bite, but in his heart, the hunter hopes he'll never have to use it. And why is that? Because actually needing it would mean serious trouble. You carry the emergency kit for the absolute worst-case scenario. You certainly don't walk into the woods hoping to get mauled by a bear just so you can get your money's worth out of your first aid kit. So the supreme value of expired medicine lies in the simple, beautiful fact that your body never needed it. You bought peace of mind and you got to keep your health. That isn't a financial loss, it's a total victory. Now, let's look at Section 3, the friendship analogy. The essay makes a truly fascinating pivot right here. Just as we keep medicine for emergencies, friends act as this intangible wealth in our lives. They step in during difficulties, they bring a much-needed sense of calm and security, they give you strength literally just by being by your side, and they serve as a massive source of pride and joy. Having that safety net of close friends makes us feel grounded. We walk a little taller, and we sleep a little sounder, knowing they've got our back if a crisis hits. Which brings us to Section 4, the honor of independence. By applying the exact same logic we just used for health, the author argues something incredibly thought-provoking. They argue that just as unused medicine equals supreme health, an unused friendship equals supreme capability and independence. They're literally saying that just as the best medicine is the one you never even open, the best friends are the ones who never had to step in and rescue you. Why? Because it means you were capable enough to handle your own problems. According to the text, not needing help from a friend over the course of a lifetime is a great honor. Now, let's be really clear here. The author isn't saying we shouldn't love or value our friends. Absolutely not. We should treasure them. But never having to rely on them to bail us out of a crisis over an entire lifetime, that is actually a mark of tremendous personal strength. It means you navigated the turbulent waters of life successfully, entirely on your own. It really comes down to this direct parallel. We should stockpile both. Reserve medicine, keep it on hand, be prepared, but actively hope you never use it. Reserve friendship, cherish it, build those connections, be a great friend yourself, but hope to never rely on it for your own survival. You absolutely want the safety net there, but your ultimate goal for a successful life is to never actually fall into it. And finally, Section 5, a life without deficits. The author states their overarching life goal beautifully right here. They write, I wish to always be able to help others, but I hope never to need others' help myself. It's about shifting your entire stance in life from being a consumer of help to a provider of help. You want to be the one handing out the medicine, not the one lying in the hospital bed needing it. You want to be the strong friend, not the friend who's constantly in crisis. This brings us to an almost Zen-like paradox from the text. Experiencing loss is the greatest gain, while seeking advantage is the greatest loss. Think about that. When you're always seeking an advantage, always trying to extract help, favors, or resources from other people, you're actually operating from a place of deep deficit and weakness. But taking a physical or material loss, like, say, throwing away money on expired pills or giving your time and energy to a friend without asking for a single thing in return, that is actually life's greatest gain. It proves you operate from a position of profound strength, health, and true abundance. By adopting this mindset, by living so that we give far more than we take, we achieve some pretty incredible end-of-life results. We ensure our life has no deficits. We haven't overdrawn our accounts with our friends, our family, or society at large. And because of that perfect balance, the source argues we gain the ultimate reward, the ability to eventually leave this world peacefully, maintaining a perfectly clear conscience. We leave knowing for sure that we were a net positive to the world around us. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this provocative thought. Look closely at your relationships. And the next time you open your medicine cabinet, ask yourself, are you striving to be the helper rather than the helped? Are you working towards a life of such capability, responsibility, and robust health that your emergency supplies, both chemical and social, can safely expire completely unused? It's a brilliant way to measure a life well lived. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep striving for that independence, and I'll catch you next time.